Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to our continuation of Week 1 in the 2019 NFL replay. We are continuing on with the next set of 4 games, which will be Buffalo at the New York Jets, Atlanta at Minnesota, Baltimore at Miami, and Kansas City at Jacksonville. If you happen to miss the part 1 of Week 1, you can click the link right there and it'll take you right to it. But let's go on down to the field and get tonight's action underway. For our first game of the evening, we have the Buffalo Bills, who finished 10-6 in the AFC East, against the New York Jets, who finished 7-9 in the AFC East. Buffalo, led by QB Josh Allen, and Sam Darnold will be the New York quarterbacks. Let's go ahead and see who gets the ball first. And New York will receive the ball for tonight's first game action. Buffalo to kick off, and Buffalo to kick off, and it's an 11. Returner muffs the catch and is caught before he can get upfield. Poor field position for New York to start the game. 3-4-6. Great field position, no. Erratic offense, that is a yes. And offense can't convert on critical third down play, and they will punt for their first possession with 4 ticks off the clock. So New York to punt, 64, exciting return, great field position for Buffalo to start their first drive of the game tonight. Buffalo 3-5-6. Great field position, yes. Offense just short of first down, and out comes the kicker for a field goal attempt. That was, again, 4 ticks off the clock. Try to get my dice in the view there. And Buffalo attempting the field goal. They need an 11-54, and they do not get it. Missed field goal, as New York will take over in average field position with 5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. 3-3-6. Clumsy offense, that is a no. Staunch defense, we roll the side or die, and that is a yes. So great pressure from the D-line and solid tackling for a punt. 2 ticks off the clock for New York as they get set to punt. 51. I believe Buffalo will take over in average field position for their next drive with 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Still scoreless. 1-2-5. Reliable offense, that is a no. Meek defense, that is a no, and that's going to be picked off. And let's see here. Interception 3. Defender has modest return before sliding to the ground. Opponent has average field position. And that was 1 tick off the clock. And New York's next possession, 1.5 minutes left here in the first. 2-4-4. Poor field position, no. Inept or mild defense, that is a no. And this will be a field goal attempt, taking us into the second quarter as 2 ticks come off. 0-0 after 1. Let's see if the field goal attempt is good. New York needs 11-46, and they don't get it. They miss. And after 1 full quarter, score is still tied, 0-0, as we go to quarter 2, Buffalo taking over in average field position. Two, 4-4. Poor field position, no. Inept or mild defense, that is a no, and that's going to be another field goal attempt for Buffalo as 2 ticks come off. And let's see if they can hit it this time. 11-54, and they don't get it. Neither team wanting to score as New York takes over in average field position. Once again, still scoreless here. 2-3-4. Staunch defense. Roll the side or die, and that is a no. Great field position, that is a no, and this will be a punt by New York. 2 ticks come off the clock, just inside 10 minutes left to go here in the first half. New York with a punt, 51, and That'll be average field position for Buffalo. Two, 4, 5. Secure or home offense. They are not secure. They are not home. Passive defense. That is a no, and that is a fumble by Buffalo. And 5. Runner coughs up ball and offense's own end of the field. Great field position for New York, as that was 3 ticks off the clock, taking us to the 5-minute mark left here in the first half. Still no score as New York rolls a 2-5-6 shaky offense. That is a no. Erratic offense. That is a yes. An anemic performance by the offense leads to 4th and long, and New York will punt. And let's see if they are efficient. They are. 2 ticks off the clock. They're going to go ahead and take 3 off, leaving Buffalo with a minute and a half left here in the first half. And the punt, 43, and that will be average field position for Buffalo with a minute and a half left here in the first half. They don't have a efficient or inefficient quality. So anything more than a 1 on the red die, and that'll be end of the half, and it is a 1-4-6. Poor field position, that is a no. Great field position, that is a no, and that will be a punt. As 1 tick comes off, we will go ahead and resolve the punt. 51, I believe that's just going to be the end of the half. So after a full half of play, it is still scoreless here in New York, as New York is set to kick off here in this second half. Buffalo to receive 42, and Buffalo will take over average field position. Looking to score here. 2-4-6. Poor field position, no. Disciplined defense, that is a no. And this is going to be another field goal attempt. 2 ticks off the clock in this third quarter. They need 11 to 54, and they get it. Buffalo finally breaks the 0-0 tie, as it is 3-0 here in New York. And Buffalo set to kick off. 61. New York will start in average field position for their first drive here in the second half. 1-4-6. Poor field position, no. Great field position, no. That'll be a punt. 4 ticks come off the clock, taking us halfway through the third quarter. And 46 on a regular punt. Buffalo will take over average field position to start their next drive, looking to build on that 3-0 lead. 1-2-2 home defense, that is a yes. Crowd noise may have affected that play, and that's going to be a punt backed up with 1 tick off the clock, so that New York crowd is loud as we go for a punt. BU 33, receiving team takes over in average field position. A little over 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. New York with the ball. 2-3-4. Staunch defense. That is a no. Great field position. That is a no. And that is another punt, with 2 ticks off, taking us inside 5 minutes here and left in the third. 32 on a regular punt. And perfect punt execution pins return team deep in their own end. Poor field position for Buffalo. Inside of 5 minutes left to go here in the third. 1, 2, 3. Poor field position, yes. Third down pass forced into coverage, incomplete. And that is a punt with 2 ticks and a minute and a half, or minute 15 left here in the third quarter. Buffalo with the punt. 55. And New York will take over in average field position. 2-3-6. Dull offense. That is a yes. So offense falls back into old patterns. Easy read for the defense. And once again, we have another punt taking us into the fourth quarter. Buffalo up 3-0 as we go into the fourth. And New York to punt. 16. This is a perfect punt execution, and Buffalo will be in poor field position once again. Looking to add a few insurance points there. 2, 3, 5. The quarterback scrambles, hit as he throws, and it is picked off. Go to the interception chart. 6. We'll roll again. 6. Interception returned for a touchdown. Pick 6 by the New York Jets. 2 ticks coming off, and they will go for the extra point, and it is good. Buffalo 3, New York 7. That might be just enough to win this game. New York gets set to kick off. 46. Buffalo will be in average field position, looking for better results than their last drive. 2, 3, 5. Quarterback scrambles, his he throws, picked off once again. And this is by receiver catches defender for the touchdown saving tackle, but New York will have great field position for their next drive. 2 ticks coming off, taking us inside of 10 minutes left to go here in the game. Great field position for New York, holding on to a 7-3 lead. Can they add to it here? 3-3-4. Solid offense. That is a no. Mild defense. That is a no. That's going to be a coffin corner punt. 2 ticks taken off, taking us a little over 5 minutes left to go here in this game. Punt CO 62. Receiving team will take over in average field position. So Buffalo with about 6:15 left in this game, needing a score here. 2-4-6. Poor field position, that is a no. Disciplined defense, that is a no. And that is a field goal attempt. But they are, because that's going to take 2 ticks off the clock, taking us inside of 5 minutes. They are going to, should they go for it or should they take the points and go for the onside kick? We'll let the decider die decide. Bullet field goal, onside kick, blank, they go for it, and it was bullet. So they're going to take a chance here. Let's see, 2 ticks. Going for the field goal, and they miss it. Wow. 2 ticks off the clock. And let's see here. How many did they miss today? Buffalo 1, 2, 3 missed field goals by Stefan Hauschka. And New York will take over average field position with 3 ticks left on the clock. 1-5-6. Are they efficient? No, they are not. So it'll just be 1 tick. 1-5-6. Dull offense. Roll for the dull. Yes. Lack of play calling creativity leads to a poor drive, and that will be a punt with 1 tick off the clock. 2.5 minutes remaining. And with the punt, 41, Buffalo will take over average field position. And as long as they don't get a 5, they have a chance here. 5. End of the game. There's 2 ticks remaining. They are neither efficient or inefficient. A 5 is 3 ticks off the clock. And New York will escape. Buffalo 3, New York Jets 7 in that absolute barn burner of a game. So we will get set up for our next game, which is going to be Atlanta and Minnesota here in a moment. And our next game of the evening will feature the Atlanta Falcons, finished 7-9 in the NFC South against the Minnesota Vikings, 10-6 in the NFC North. For that pick 6 in the previous game, it went to Brian Poole for New York. That was definitely the difference maker as we get ready to start Atlanta and Minnesota. We'll go ahead and see who is going to get the ball first, and it will be Minnesota receiving the opening kickoff. So Atlanta back to kick, and 51. Minnesota will start average field position. 4, 5, 6, hoping for a little better result in this game than the last one. Poor field position, no. The rusher makes one tackle miss and finds a seam. He's gone. Touchdown, Minnesota, as Dalvin Cook with the breakaway run to put Minnesota up. 3 ticks off the clock on that drive. And we will see if the extra point is good. Needs 11 to 62 and gets it. Minnesota quickly up 7-0 here in this game. And they will get set to kick off. And 55, Atlanta will start average field position for their first drive of the game. 2-2-2. We're going to poor field position. No. We'll go to unusual result B. And we'll take a look at 3-6. First down catch is overturned on a coach's challenge. Offense has to punt. So, Atlanta looking to extend the drive there, and the coach is overturned. That replay call as 2 ticks come off. And Atlanta out to punt, 62. And receiving team will take over in average field position, Minnesota's second drive of the first quarter. 1-5-6 dull offense, that is a no. Staunch defense, that is a no. That's going to be a touchdown. Another run. Touchdown for 13 this time. Alexander Mattison with, again, 3 ticks taken off the clock, taking us to 5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. The extra point is up. It is no good. And Minnesota takes a 13-0 lead. First 2 drives of the game, they score. And they get set to kick off once again. 46 and Atlanta once again starting in average field position. 3-3-5 for Atlanta. Erratic offense, that is a no. Great field position, that is a no, and that will be a punt for Atlanta with 3 ticks off the clock. And punt 55, Minnesota average field position with 1:15 left in the first quarter. This will take us into the second. 2-4-6, poor field position, no. Disciplined defense, no. Atlanta is undisciplined. And this will be a field goal attempt by Minnesota. That took 4 ticks off the clock, taking us into the second quarter. And Minnesota will need an 11 to 63 and 56. They get it. So Minnesota now 16, Atlanta nothing. Minnesota having no problem generating points this game. They're getting set to kick off, and Atlanta average field position once again. 1-4-5, prolific offense, that is a no. Porous offense, roll the decider die, that is a yes. Punt, BU. It did not begin in great field position, so stand as a punt backed up. And 51. Long punt, but negated by a nice return. Great field position for Minnesota to start this next drive. 10 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. 2-5-6. Shaky offense, that is a no. Erratic offense, that is a no. And this will be a coffin corner punt. 3 ticks gone. 22. Decision to play the field position game works out, pinning the opponent deep. Poor field position for Atlanta. They better get started. They better get scoring now if they want to get back in this game. 1-1-3. Clumsy offense. That is a no. Porous offense. Will roll. And yes. Third down sack pins offense deep in their own end. Punt back up. So another punt for Atlanta. That was a quick one-tick possession. 51 on the punt backed up. And long punt negated by a nice return. Great field position for Minnesota as they are an inefficient offense. We got 5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. They are not inefficient, so it'll take 3 ticks off the clock. 3, 5, 6. Great field position, yes. Offense just short of the first down. Out comes the kicker. So Minnesota going for another field goal attempt. They need an 11-63, and they get it. Minnesota takes a 19-0 lead with 1:15 left here in the first half. Minnesota will kick off, and Atlanta has one chance here. Actually, they are inefficient, so if they hit the bullet here, that is the end of the half, and they don't get it, but it's going to be end of the quarter anyway. So after 2 quarters of play, it is Atlanta 0, Minnesota 19 as we get set to start the second half. And Minnesota getting set to kick to Atlanta. Atlanta will start in average field position. 1, 2, 4. Solid offense, no. Mild defense, that is a no, and that's going to be another punt with 2 ticks taken off. And the punt, 43. Receiving team takes over average field position. Minnesota looking to add on to that 19-point lead, 4, 5, 6. Poor field position, that is a no. 4, 5, 6. Rusher makes one tackle, tackler miss, finds a seam, he's gone. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that was Alexander Mattison, his second rushing touchdown of the day. And we get set up for the extra point here. Minnesota needs 11-62, and they get it. Minnesota adds to their lead. It is now 26-0. And that was a long drive. 4 ticks off the clock, taking us halfway through the third quarter as they get set to kick off. And Atlanta will start in average field position. 2, 4, 5. Secure or home offense. They are not secure. They are not home. Passive defense. That is a no. And that is a fumble. Not what Atlanta needs, as that is a 1 ball is fumble yards just short of the goal line. Poor field position for the opponent. So they were driving. 2 ticks off the clock, taking us to 5 minutes. And Minnesota will start. Poor field position, their worst position of the day. 2, 3, 6. Dull offense, that is a no. Staunch defense, that is a no. That is a touchdown. Minnesota as Kirk Cousins connects with Amir Abdullah for the touchdown. And that was 2 ticks off the clock. They go for the extra point. 34, it is good. Minnesota 33, Atlanta nothing. They are just getting blown away here in the second half. Minnesota getting set to kick off. 22, Atlanta, average field position. I would say they are just about ready to quit this game and get on to week 2, 1-1-6. Let's find it here. Prolific offense, that is a no. Inept defense, that is a no. And this will be another punt. One tick comes off. And get the result of the punt here, 44. Regular punt. And receiving team takes over average field position for Minnesota. And with a minute 15 left here in the third quarter, this is going to take us into quarter 2. 2, 3, 4. Staunch defense, that is a no. Great field position, that is a no. And this will be a punt. So into the fourth, punt. 2 ticks. We will add up my third quarter line score here. Nothing for Atlanta, that was easy. And it was 19, so they scored 14 in the third quarter as we go to the fourth now. And Minnesota set the punt. 21. Perfect punt execution, pin return team deep in their own end. So Atlanta will start poor field position. Minute 15 into the fourth quarter. 2, 3, 5. Quarterback scrambles, hit as he's thrown, intercepted. 3 ticks off the clock, taking us to 10 minutes. Let's see the result of the interception. 5. Receiver catches defender for the touchdown saving tackle, but Minnesota will still have great field position with 10 minutes left to go here in this game. 6, 6, 6. Poor field position, no. We will go to unusual result B. 4 ticks taken off. And let's see here. 1, 4. Double reverse with the QB providing the key block to spring the runner. Touchdown, Minnesota. As that would have been outside, that was Madison, his third touchdown of the game. So Alexander Madison just tearing it up, and the field goal is, or the extra point is good. Atlanta, nothing. Minnesota, 40. This game, a little more exciting than the previous one, but it's definitely not competitive as we are down to 5 minutes left to go. Minnesota with the kick, and Atlanta, average field position. They are semi-inefficient, so we'll roll the decider die here. They are inefficient, so it'll be, instead of 1 tick, it'll be 2. 1, 1, 2. Poor field position, that is a no. Inept defense, that is a no. And that's going to be a coffin corner punt. So they got somewhat close, over the 50, I guess. 2 ticks off the clock. And punt CO, 45. Receiving team takes over an average field position. Minnesota, 2 ticks remaining on the clock. They are inefficient as well. They are not this time, but that's going to take 2 ticks. And if the team is already ahead by 2 or more scores, and scores the last possession of the game, we'll change the result to end of game. Let's see the result here. 2, 2, 4. Aggressive defense, that is a no. Great field position, that is a no. And this will be a punt. 2 ticks, so unless Atlanta scores, this game will be over, and they won't. They did have a great return, but the final for this one is Atlanta shut out. Nothing. Minnesota, 40. Blowout win there for the Vikings as we get ready for our next game of the evening, which will be Baltimore at Miami. And our next game of the evening will feature the Baltimore Ravens, 14-2 in the AFC North and division champions, against the Miami Dolphins, 5-11 in the AFC East. See who will take the kickoff, and Miami will receive the ball first. '26, they will start in average field position. 2, 6, 6. Prolific offense for Miami. That is a no. Punishing defense, no. And Miami will punt their first possession. 4 ticks coming off the clock. And 56. Punt is average field position for Baltimore. Now that I think about it, New York won that first game, so home teams are 2 for 2 tonight. Unlike last night, the away teams are 4-0. Can home teams get back those 4 wins? 1-3-6? I would doubt it with this game, but you never know. Prolific offense, yes. And that is going to be a touchdown pass. Another long drive for Baltimore. We'll see who Lamar Jackson hooked up with, and that would be Seth Roberts for the touchdown. Baltimore up early, and they need 11-65, and they get it. Baltimore 7, Miami nothing. As they get set to kick off here, 13. Go ahead and check the result of that. Cuts and turns upfield, but loses the ball after a big hit and a fumble. 6, returner recovers his own fumble for average field position there, so that could have been disastrous for Miami as they take over an average field position. 1-2-6. Great field position, no. Disciplined or home offense, they are home offense, and that will be a field goal attempt. 2 ticks. And they will need 11-53, and they get it. Miami is on the board. It is 7-3 here in Miami. Miami set to kick off here. Baltimore will take over average field position with 2.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. 2-3-4. Staunch defense, no. Great field position, no, and that will be a punt. 2 ticks will take us to the end of the first quarter. And with the punt, 65. Exciting return, great field position for Miami to begin the second quarter. Baltimore up 7-3 as we go to quarter number 2. Miami with the ball in great field position here. 1-2-6. Great field position, yes. Offense makes her way into field goal range, and that's going to be another field goal attempt for Miami. 2 ticks. And they will need 11-53, and they get it. It is now 7-6 Baltimore. As I just screwed up the position of my scoreboard. Miami with the kick. 4-2, and Baltimore will start average field position with a 1-point lead over the Dolphins. 1-2-6. Great field position, no. Disciplined or home offense. They are not disciplined. They are not home. So that's going to be a punt. With 2 ticks, game starting to speed up a little bit here. And with the punt, 45, that should be average field position. Just about got my numbers memorized here. Miami average field position with 10 minutes left to go here in the first half. 2-2-5. Dull or porous offense. They are porous, and that's going to be unimaginative play calling and too much pressure on the QB. That'll be a punt. 2 ticks. 64. I believe that is an exciting return and great field position for Baltimore. 3-5-6. Great field position, yes. And offense just short of the first down, though, and out comes the kicker for a field goal attempt. Justin Tucker looking to line up, needs an 11-65, and he gets it. 3 ticks off the clock. It is good, and Baltimore 10, Miami 6. Miami's actually keeping this close ball game here. And Baltimore will get set to kick off. Miami in average field position with 3 ticks left here in quarter number 2. They are efficient, so or semi-efficient. And Side Eye says they are efficient. This would be 2 ticks, but they have a chance to reduce it to 1 or increase it to 3, depending on the outcome. 2, 3, 5. Quarterback scrambles, hit as he throws, and picked off for an interception. And they're going to make that a long drive of 3 ticks. So we'll check the interception here. 6. 1. And great field position for Baltimore, but that is the end of the half. And Baltimore added 3 as well as Miami, and it is 10-6 as we go to the third quarter, and Baltimore will receive the second half kickoff and start in average field position. Score is 10-6 here in the second half. A lot closer than I thought it would be. 1, 2, 3. Offense, automatic roll of 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3 is an automatic touchdown pass. Jackson to Snead. Let's find him here. Willie Snead. TD pass to Snead. 2 ticks. Extra point is up. It is good. Baltimore 17, Miami 6. Maybe they're starting to pull away now. And kickoff 56, Miami average field position. 1, 4, 6. Poor field position, no. Great field position, no. That'll be a punt. With 4 ticks off, taking us halfway through the third quarter. And with the punt, 32, that should be average, right? No, that is perfect punt execution. Pins Baltimore deep. They will start in poor field position. 3, 5, 6. That is great field position, no. Punishing defense, no. That'll be a coffin corner punt with another 4 ticks off the clock, taking us with 2.5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. So punt CO 16 is great punt, beneficial roll deep into opponent territory. Poor field position for Miami. With 2.5 minutes left to go here in the third. 2, 3, 5. Quarterback scrambles, hit as he's thrown, intercepted. Let's see here, 2, 3, 5. That was 2 ticks, taking us to the end of the third. Let's resolve the interception. 5. Receiver catches defender for a touchdown saving tackle, but they will still have great field position as Baltimore will start the fourth quarter in great field position. They add 7 that quarter, and it is 17-6 as we go to the fourth. And here we go to start the last quarter of this game. 2, 5, 6. Shaky offense, that is a no. Erratic offense, that is a no, and that'll be another punt CO with 3 ticks off. And 62 on a coffin corner punt. Receiving team will take over. Average field position. Miami is still in this game, but they got to start scoring. 4, 4, 6. Poor field position, that is a no. Gritty drive ends with a great pass and a catch, touchdown. Let's see here, 11, Hearns, Allen Hearns. So a TD pass to Hearns. 2 ticks, so 2.5 minute drive. And the extra point is good. Baltimore 17, Miami 13, as I probably should have gone for 2 and just didn't think about it. Miami will get set to kick off here, and Baltimore will start average field position for their next drive of the fourth quarter. Is going to be 1-3-5. Oh no, 1-2-3 is automatic touchdown. 1-3-5. Good looking run, but a clean hit knocks the ball loose. Fumble. That was 1 tick off the clock. Let's go ahead and resolve the fumble here. 2, receiver drops the ball, reaching for extra yards, average field position for Miami. They have a chance to take the lead here with about, we are halfway through the fourth quarter. 4, 5, 6. Poor field position, no. The rusher makes one tackler miss and finds a seam. Touchdown. He is gone. As 7, Kalen Ballage with the touchdown run. Wow. Home team may go 3-0 this game, as that was 2 ticks off the clock, taking us to 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and see what the field goal is. It would be 17-19 currently, so they're going to go ahead and go for the field goal, or the extra point. 53, and they get it. Baltimore 17, Miami 20 with 5 minutes left to go in this game. Big turn of events there as Miami gets set to kick off. 56, Baltimore. Average field position. They are an efficient or semi-efficient offense. Not this time. Oh, 6-6-6 though. 4 ticks left on the clock. So they need to score here. I guess 6-6-6 is they're not poor field position, so this is unusual result B. This is a 5-minute drive. 2-5. Offense catches defense in a blitz with a perfectly executed screen pass. Touchdown! Baltimore! On as time is expiring, they go for the extra point and they get it. Touchdown pass, Baltimore. Let's see who it was to. It was 3. Andrews, Mark Andrews. Now Miami, since that was, it was semi-efficient. They did not hit efficient, so doesn't matter. So Baltimore takes a 24-20 lead. Now there is time for a kickoff and one more roll on the desperation play table. So with the kickoff here, it is 12. Let's see here. 12. Returner finds seam, busts a long return before being forced out of bounds. Great field position for Miami. So this is the last play of the game. It is a desperation play. And if I can find it here. Desperation play. Great field position. So we roll all 3 D6. If the sum of the dice is 8, the Hail Mary is caught in the end zone. Otherwise, game is over. And no, that is a 15 ball game as Baltimore 24, Miami 20. Great ball game there as Lamar Jackson hits Mark Andrews on a screen pass against a blitzing defense and defeats Miami at home. Good game as we get ready for our last game of the evening, which will be Kansas City and Jacksonville. So as we get ready for our last game of the evening, it'll be the eventual Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, 12-4 in the AFC West, against the Jacksonville Jaguars, who finished 6-10 in the AFC South. Mahomes, of course, led the Kansas City offense. Gardner Minshew leading the Jacksonville defense. So let's see who is going to receive. And Jacksonville will receive the ball to start the game. Kansas City to kick off here. 44, and Jacksonville will start average field position for our final game of the evening. 2-2-2 right off the bat. Poor field position, no. We'll go to unusual result B. And 2-5. Oh, this is offense catches the defense in a blitz with a perfectly executed screen pass. We've seen that once before today already, and that is a touchdown. Jacksonville, 2 ticks for the early, to take an early lead. Let's see who it was to. Gardner Minshew connected with Leonard Fournette for the touchdown. And they need 11-64, and they get it. Jacksonville up early, 7-0. And getting set to kick off. And 33, Kansas City will start in average field position as well. They have a heavy offensive rating card here, 236. Dull offense, that is a no. Staunch defense, that is a no, and that's going to be a touchdown pass. And Mahomes connects with, we'll just go ahead and say, Yelder. Deon Yelder. And Kansas City looking to tie this game up. As right down Yelder here, that was 2 ticks off the clock, a 2.5-minute drive of their own. They go for the extra point. 16, it is good. And this ball game is tied after 2 possessions at 7 apiece. 10 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. And 42, Jacksonville will start average field position for their next possession of the game. 2 quick drives there by both teams. 1-1-5. Poor field position, no. Undisciplined offense, that is a yes, and that is going to be a drive stalls following momentum killing penalty for a punt. 3 ticks. Jacksonville set to punt, 63. That'll be exciting return, great field position for Kansas City. 2-3-5. Quarterback scrambles, hit as he's thrown, intercepted. 5. Receiver catches defender for a touchdown, saving tackle, but they will still have great field position. So 3 ticks. INT. Jacksonville takes over a great field position with 2.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. 2-4-5. Secure or home offense. As home offense, rusher recovers their own fumble on a 3rd down loss, and that will be a punt. 2 ticks, taking us to the end of the first quarter. 31, that should be average. No, perfect punt execution pins them deep in their own end. Poor field position for Kansas City to start the second quarter. This ball game tied 7-7 as we go to quarter number 2. Kansas City with the ball. 2-4-4. Poor field position. That is a yes. Offense tries to run from their 1-yard line. Linebacker nice in the backfield for a safety. Wow. That's my first safety I've had. See, 2-4-4. Yep, poor field position. Safety. Wow, that was 2.5 minutes. That doesn't really make any sense. Well, it kind of does. 2.5 minutes for a safety. That makes it 7-9. And I guess on a safety, since I've never had one before, let me take a minute here. I guess that would just be a punt to resolve it, since they'd be kicking off. Would it be like a punt backed up? Let's see here. Safety. Defense is awarded 2 points. Offense must perform a free kick from the 20-yard line. Use the punt BU table on the punt charts for the free kick. So Baltimore will punt BU 32. Receiving team will take over in average field position. So Jacksonville average field position to start their next drive, up 9-7. 1-4-6. Poor field position, no. Great field position, no. That'll be a punt. For Jacksonville, 4 ticks coming off. 62, that should be average. And yes, Kansas City, average field position, looking to take the lead here before halftime. 5-5-6. Poor field position, that is a no. Efficient drive capped off by a short run for a touchdown. Kansas City as outside 14, that'll be Darwin Thompson with the touchdown run. Thompson down here. 4 ticks off the clock, long drive there. Let's see if they were efficient, and they weren't. So we'll stay 4 ticks. 1, 2, I just messed up my timing. So it should be 8, 2. And Kansas City going to go for the extra point, and it is good as they take a 14-9 lead right before the half. And with the kickoff, 43, Jacksonville takes over average field position. Now they are semi-efficient, so a roll for them. And they are efficient, but it doesn't matter as that was a 6, which is 4 ticks. This would have made it 3 ticks, but there was only 2 left. So Jacksonville does not score as time expires, and Kansas City is up 14-9, and they will receive the opening kick or the kickoff for the second half, and they will be in average field position. Two, 3-3. Home defense, that is a yes. Defense buoyed by home crowd, and punt BU. So punt BU as that Jacksonville crowd is getting loud with 2 ticks coming off. 62, long punt, but negated by a nice return. Great field position for Jacksonville as they look to get either within 1 score or take the lead here. 1-6-6, aggressive defense, that is a no. Receiver leaps, beating the defender to the ball, touchdown. Minshew, 2. Let's see here, DJ Clark. So TD pass to Clark. And that was quick, 1 tick off the clock. And with the extra point, Jacksonville will be up 2 points as it is 14-16. Here in the third quarter, still over 10 minutes left to go, and Kansas City will be in average field position, looking to regain that lead. 1-1-1, poor field position, no. We'll go to unusual result B, and 2-4. Multiple penalties bring up 4th down and forever. Offense will punt backed up, so only 1 tick off the clock as we resolve the backed up punt. 56, and long return negated by a nice return, or long kick negated by a nice return, and Jacksonville will start it once again in great field position, looking to upset the Chiefs. 3-3-5. Erratic offense, that is a no. Great field position, that is a yes. Offense doesn't gain many yards but can still try for a field goal attempt. That took off 2 ticks, so they would need 11-65, and they get it. Jacksonville tacks on 3 more. It is 14-19. With about 7.5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter, and Kansas City will start in average field position, needing to get something going here. All the momentum is on Jacksonville's side. 3-4-5. Dynamic or home offense. They are semi-dynamic. That is a yes. And dynamic offensive attack pushes team into scoring range for a field goal attempt. So they will need an 11-62, and they get it. That was 2 ticks, taking us to 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter, and it is 17-19 here in Jacksonville as Kansas City gets set to kick off, and Jacksonville will be in average field position. 1-3-5. That's a good looking run, but a clean hit knocks the ball loose for a fumble. 1 tick as we will see what happened. 5, runner coughs up the ball, and offense is on end of the field. Great field position for Kansas City. That was not what Jacksonville needed. As, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure I got my time right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we are actually about 4:45 left to go, or 3:45 left to go in third quarter. 4-5-5. Active defense, that is a no. 4-5-5. Dull offense, that is a no. And that is a touchdown run by Kansas City. And that would be Damian Williams. Run Williams. Mark a DM here so it shows Damian. That was 2 ticks. And extra point is up. It is good. Kansas City retakes the lead 24-19. With 1:15 left to go here in the third quarter, Jacksonville taking over an average field position. Taking us into the fourth quarter, 1-5-6, dull offense, that is a no. Staunch defense, that is a no. And that is a touchdown pass. Let's see here, 3 ticks. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. We'll see who Gardner Minshew hooked up with. 16. That would be James O'Shaughnessy. Here, give me a minute as I write all this down. That took 3 ticks off the clock, taking us into the fourth quarter. And let's see the extra point here. Ooh, just barely made it. As Jacksonville regains the lead, it is 26-24. Good back and forth game here as they will kick off. 56. Kansas City will start in average field position. 1-2-4, solid offense, that is a yes. Pocket holds, pass complete, setting up field goal attempt with 2 ticks coming off the clock, taking us to 10 minutes left in the game. They need 11-62, and they get it. Kansas City back on top, 27-26. Fourth quarter here. And Kansas City to kick off 12. I need to check that one. Returner finds the seam, busts a long return before being forced out of bounds. Great field position for Jacksonville. As looking to upset these Kansas City Chiefs. 1-4-5. Prolific offense, that is a no. Porous offense, that is a no. And that will be a punt. So even though they're in great field position, 3 ticks come off the clock, and they will have to punt, regular punt, 54, and receiving team will take over an average field position. Kansas City looking to add some insurance points here, put this game away. 2-3-5, quarterback scrambles, hit as he's thrown, intercepted. That was 3 ticks. Are they efficient? They are. So they probably would have taken off 4 because they would have been driving, taking us to 1 tick left because they would have been ahead. I'm trying to use a little bit of sense here. They're ahead 27-26. They would have been efficient driving down the field. So they would have taken 4 ticks off. That's left 1 tick on the clock. Intercepted. Let's go ahead and resolve the interception. 6. Uh-oh, 5 or 6. Jacksonville returns it for a touchdown. 3. Defender has modest return before sliding to the ground. Jacksonville has average field position with 1:15 remaining. They are a semi-efficient team. They are efficient. That's going to take, this is 2 ticks. So this would take off 1. So 1 tick, 3, 3, 4. Solid offense, that is a no. Mild defense, that is a no. This would be a punt CO, but they are going to go for it. So 4th down, go for it. With 5 minutes left to go at the game, if the result of a drive is any punt or field goal attempt and the game situation requires it going on 4th down, roll on this table. So we are going to go for it, as that was 1 tick. So here we go here. 3, soft defense, that is a no. The defense tackles a runner short of the 1st down, and that is the ball game as Kansas City escapes with a 27-26 win. Good game there. That was close. Jacksonville hung in there, had a safety, and really good back and forth. So hope you guys enjoyed tonight's games. If it sounds like I am, just trying to rush through it, that would be exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm at hour and 11 minutes recording, and it's a little bit taxing trying to get these many games in. So I may be rethinking my schedule a little bit. I may not end up doing 4 of these videos a week, because just trying to pound out the games and making sure everything goes smooth and makes sense, that's actually a lot of work. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video tonight. Surprise of the day was, well, really no surprises. I guess New York defeating Buffalo 7-3. But Minnesota shutting out Atlanta 40-0. Baltimore, Miami, a good game. And then Jacksonville almost pulls out the upset against Kansas City. So if you guys liked tonight's video, I ask you please like, leave a comment, subscribe so you don't miss any future action. Try to get 4 games in. May take a 1-day break. We'll try to break it up a little bit. Next 4 games will be Cincinnati, Seattle, Indianapolis, and the Chargers, San Francisco, Tampa Bay, and the Giants in Dallas. But until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a great night. God bless.